Good looks is only one objective when making upgrades and transformations to any space. When designed right, your kitchen should cook well too. I'm here with Chef Laura Slama today from Celebrated Cuisine, and we're standing in the Thermidor kitchen at Barrett-Jackson Lifestyle Pavilion. Hi, Chef Laura, how are you?
I'm doing great, Denise. What a great day this has been.
It has been fun. Tell us a little bit about what you brought to demonstrate for this huge crowd that you had today.
Well, it was a great crowd, and what I made was a Thai curry, because people hear the word curry and they automatically make assumptions,
right.
And I like to demystify things. So this is a yellow curry. This was the actual curry paste that I used.
Okay.
And you heat this up with a little bit of coconut milk and then add your other ingredients, and you get this awesome, aromatic, well-balanced dish.
Okay, and where do you find something like that?
Actually, this will be at the regular grocery store. Just go to the international food section.
Okay, so it's
easy to find.
carried pretty much everywhere.
Everything that I use today, you can find at the grocery store.
Love it, love it, love it.
Yes.
Well, I want you to walk us through exactly how you made this dish, what went into it, a little bit about the ingredients that you used, and just tell us how you did it.
Okay, great. First thing I did was I heated up a saute pan using the induction stovetop from Thermidor.
Okay.
And it was pretty cool because it gets instantly hot.
Yes, it does.
Added some coconut cream. So that's the cream part that's at the top of the can of the coconut milk. Once I had that in the pan and it started to bubble, I added the curry paste to it and whisked it in.
Okay.
And when it became fragrant, I added the rest of the coconut milk in. Everything came up to a simmer, and from that point, I added some fish sauce, some palm sugar,
holy cow,
as well as pureed pineapple, fresh pineapple that I pureed myself. Then I added the pork to it, cooked until the pork was done, and added diced pineapple, a little bit of mint, and some lime zest, and some lime juice.
Wow.
And all of it just comes together as a result.
It sounds like there's a lot of ingredients, but everything that you're naming, we can get right at the store.
Right at the store, and most of those things actually hold in your pantry until you're ready to use them. So the only thing that's really fresh is your pineapple, your pork, and your limes.
Perfect, love it. Well, I know you had, like I said, a huge crowd, and the whole place smells wonderful. I had a buzz upstairs for a little bit, and I could smell it up there. And I think that you got a lot of people coming through to try it.
Yeah, they kept coming over saying, I could smell this when I walked in the door. I said, that's a good thing,
right? It was a good smell.
Exactly.
Yes,
so we call that an aroma.
That's right. That's right. Which is one of the senses you use in design too.
Yes,
Absolutely. Use all the 5 senses. So, tell it. What is this?
This is sriracha. This is actually a hot sauce. So we actually put a little bit of this on the top. So what we did to finish the dish, we had a little bit of mint on there, like I mentioned earlier.
Okay.
But we also do a little bit of lime zest. So we just have to grate a little tiny bit of lime zest over each. And we served them in these little tiny bowls here. Mm-hmm. And these bowls are fantastic because they're disposable.
Oh, they are.
Which is
so
the
these
cutest
are little.
Yeah, so if you're holding a party, you can use
great.
these, and then you don't have a lot of
Very
cleanup at the
cute.
end. So what I did was we finished the dish, and then we have in here our pork and pineapple curry with the lime zest, and we did it on a bed of basmati rice.
Okay.
And what's really nice about that is that it absorbs a lot of the sauce as well, so you get an additional texture and flavor in the dish.
Love it. Now, if one were a vegetarian, can you make this dish without the pork?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You can make this dish using tofu or just a
that would be
variety
great.
of vegetables if
Sure.
you want to, and eliminate the pork entirely. If you don't eat pork, but you do eat seafood, then I highly recommend using shrimp, or you can
Okay.
even use chicken if you want to.
Right. And should I ask about the calories?
Actually, you can ask about the calories. You're talking to me.
I know.
I used light coconut milk, so that actually cut a third of the calories out right off the top. So if you think about it, the majority of this dish is the pork and the pineapple.
Right.
And pork
Which is a great combination.
And this is
anyway.
pork loin,
yeah.
so very healthy, and then pineapple is so good for you.
Yeah, just the reason I asked is it looks so creamy. It looks really creamy.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but then, like I said, that's coming from your coconut milk.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, the light coconut milk just makes all the difference in the world.
Okay, and just a touch of that?
Just a little touch, because this is hot. This will
Yeah.
really. The yellow curry paste is not a spicy paste. Okay, it is not as hot as red or green. So that's why I chose to use that today.
Okay.
But if you really want to bring up the heat, then choose green.
So the green, and does it come in a green?
Go green or go home.
Speaking of green, we were showing some organic wines upstairs on Tuesday. Mm-hmm. And so we showed what's called red truck, green truck, white truck, and pink truck. And the green truck are green wines. Unfortunately, we blew them out of here, which is great. However, I did notice that you brought another wine that's you suggested to pair with this, right?
Absolutely. A Chardonnay is going to go extremely well with the curry because it's going to have a little bit of a dry flavor to it. and as opposed to, you don't want to necessarily go with something sweet because we have the pineapple in the dish, and that's going to bring up that level of sugar. We don't want that. So the Chardonnay is going to balance that out in a really nice way. And I think this is the White Truck Chardonnay. So
this is the White Truck, yes. And this is not necessarily organic, but it's it seems like a great pairing. So when we were talking earlier, I wasn't sure because again, it looks a little heavier than it actually is.
Yeah.
So I thought I would better ask you. I wasn't sure what you were going to pair with this.
Well, and you brought up the creaminess, and like I said, it's coming from the coconut milk, but the acidity in the wine is going to cut through any of that, so you're not going to feel like you're layering on your palate.
Right. Awesome. Well, I am looking forward to trying it because I have not had a chance to do that yet. I know the line was too long. So.
They were a good group. They were a good group. Yeah. It was fun.
Good. Awesome. Well, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. I know that this has
been awesome.
It's been a different kitchen to cook out of, no doubt, but it's been exciting. It's been a wonderful event, and I'm so happy that you were able to come and share this with so many people.
Well, it was my pleasure, and it was a pleasure to work with the Thermidor cooktop as well, because I haven't had that opportunity before. And the thing that I love the most, and I talked to Cindy about it as well during the show, is that everything can just wipe right down. Nothing bakes in and burns. I'm thinking, where has this been all my life?
I know. And the other thing that's cool, you said that it heats up like that. It cools down like that.
And you can put your hand on it and you won't burn yourself.
Absolutely.
So I mean, it's kid friendly.
It is kid friendly.
And chef friendly too.
Yeah. Well, very good. Well, all right. Tell us, our viewers, tell all of us how we can find you.
You can find me by either stalking me. No, you can find me via Celebrated Cuisine, celebratedcuisine.com, and we're also on Facebook under Celebrated Cuisine as well. So either of those, and you can get to me.
Okay, great. And you can also learn more about Chef Laura Slama's recipe today. You can get the recipe and some of the other fabulous recipes we've served up this week by visiting us at finewineanddesign.com.